Today we're going to do parts of problem 217 and 218. I'll show you how to get started on both of them. On problem 217, well, they'll both actually fit on one page, and what we're going to do is divide our page unequally and set it up like that. So I want to draw or mark 5 inches from one side of the paper, which will leave 6 inches on the other side, and that's going to be my center border line. Now I'm going to find half of that drawing area, so half of 4 1/2 is 2 1/4. So there's my center. I'm drawing my light line. And earlier I calculated what the size of this was, and it's going to leave approximately 4 inches in this area. So I'm going to start 2 inches from the bottom. And another light line because I need to do some measuring on it. My overall is 4 1/4, so half of that is 2 1/8. 2 1/8 on this side, 2 1/8 on this, or 4 1/4 on this side. Okay, that is an equilateral triangle, so I am going to draw that. And that. I'm also going to put me a perpendicular bisector in to give me something to measure from, or measure to. Measure by. What correct wording for that would be. We need to mark 1, 2, 3, 4 lines from the outside, and it tells us that they are 1/4 inch apart. So let's mark 1/4 inch, 1/4, half, 3/4, and 1. This way. 1/4, half, 3/4, and 1. One quarter, half, 3/4, and 1. And now I can draw my lines in, starting at my perpendicular bisector and stopping at the other one. And now using my 30-60 triangle, doing the same thing. Excuse me. see me make a mistake. Went too far. So now you can go back and clean up with your eraser shield. You could clean up your entire drawing. Take out all of your construction lines that we put in. And as I meant to have said earlier, your perpendicular bisectors should be light lines, and what we're drawing, what we want to see, should be our dark lines. Alright, now let's go to the next one. We're drawing problem 218, and it tells us that it's 5 1/4 across the base. And I calculated earlier, and it leaves a basically 3 inches in our drawing area, so I'm going to start 1.5 inches from the bottom. I'm marking 1.5 inches using my T-square. I draw a line and find the center of my area. My area is 5 3/4, so half of 5 3/4 would be 2 7/8. Again, draw this lightly. This one especially, because there's going to be a lot of erasing on it. 5 1/4, which would be 2 5/8 on each side. So here, here, and 1/8 of an inch on each side of the center. I'm going to go ahead and erase this. And I accidentally drew that darker than I meant to have. So let's go on and do that. Now I can use my 30-60 triangle again. Lightly draw this in. And again, I'm going to put some perpendicular bisectors in to measure on and from. It gives me somewhere to stop my lines. Okay, this one is also, you can't see it, but it's actually 1/4 inch spacing also. So 1, 2, 3 is what we need here. 1, 1, 2, 3, and same from the bottom. So let's mark all 3 of those, which would be 1/4, 1/2, 3/4. One quarter, 1/2, 3/4. One quarter, 1/2, 3/4. Now I want to lightly draw these in. As construction lines. Okay, I'm gonna demonstrate part of it down here at the bottom. Let's go ahead. This line here is dark to this point, so we're going to darken this here, and I'm going to measure 1/4 inch from there. And I'm going to darken this one. Now I'm going to skip that area and darken this and darken this. And I went too far already. That one wasn't supposed to went too far. Alright, this one's going to be dark from here to here. I'll go ahead and darken it in. This one's darkened from here to here. And again, I darkened an area that I wasn't supposed to. This is dark from here to here, and from here to here. This one's dark here, and dark here. And you see how that's coming together, looking like it's supposed to. Just for demonstrations purposes, I'm going to measure down from my top 2.5 inches, which is going to be here. And I should have a line going here across. And again, I did it wrong. 1, 2, 3. This one is supposed to be blank. Measure up 1/4 inch from there. And this will be dark from the bottom. And I went too far again. This was dark all the way to the top, and this one's dark all the way to the top. Now you see how this is all coming together, and if you'll do it lightly, it's not hard to go back and remove the lines that you don't need and put in the lines you do. That is problem 217 and problem 218.